The other force which was influential on the thinking of the sociologists was the Industrial Revolution. With this Industrial Revolution, we find a change in the economic system as well. We see that Industrial Revolution brought a change in the society. This was, I think it started around, let's say, in the 19th century and 20th century. That is where we see lots of changes coming in the technology and the industrial, let's say, field. So we find with this Industrial Revolution, lots of interrelated changes in the society. In other words, I would also say that this actually transformed the whole society. So lots of transformations came into the system. One important change was a move from, let us say, agricultural system of the society to industrial kind of system of the society. So we find that industries come in, the factories come in, these factories employ people, and when they try to employ people, they try to attract labor force from different areas. So we find lots of migration, migration of people, which is moving from agricultural areas to, let's say, industrial kind of areas, from rural areas to urban areas. Now, when they start moving from rural to urban areas, it has its own demands. Where do they go? The things are already there. Where do they live? So they might lead to the, let us say, emergence of various shanty towns where they come, stay, work, but their families remain back home. So there is, with this change in the Industrial Revolution, we see that there is a change in the society. So people migrate from one place to another place, from rural, mostly from rural to urban areas. And they have the adjustment problems in the new place, adjustment problems with the new system of the society. Along with this change, we also see the emergence of, let us say, bureaucracies. So this rise of bureaucracies was needed and is needed for the provision of services to the people living in the different places in the urban areas. So what we see as an outcome of all this is a capitalist kind of system, where the capital is owned by few people, and then perhaps they try to give employment to others, and they try to say good things about the capitalist system, that there is a lot of freedom. So the basic idea starts with the free market, where anybody could go buy the things, sell the things. They determine their own rules and regulations. But as an outcome of this change in the society, we see that a few people benefited more than others. Rather, I would say that a big proportion of the people were at the lower level. They might be considered as workers. So majority worked for long hours, and maybe they were not paid very handsomely. So looking into this kind of a situation, we see that there could be a lot of, let's say, feelings of deprivation, feelings of disappointment, disgust, and this led to, let's say, the emergence of movements, particularly the labor movements and some radical kind of other movements. So people, I see that there was some disappointment with the system, and when they were disappointed, they wanted to overthrow the system. So because of that, we find lots of, let's say, upheavals in the society. So looking into these upheavals as one important force affecting the sociological thinking of the people, we see four major, let's say, names in the sociological theory, and one of the names was Karl Marx, the other is Max Weber, the other is Emil Durkheim, then George Simmel. Now, these thinkers were, let's say, preoccupied with the understanding of that situation and also trying to suggest how to overcome these kind of situations. So they spent perhaps the whole of their lives with respect to the understanding, explanation, logical explanations of the realities of the life at that time.